All right. Well, today is one of those crazy days. So there's four meetings that I have scheduled for today. I'm meeting with my trim carpenter at our Parade of Homes model. It's in the framing. Well, we're done framing it up now, and we're doing all the rough mechanicals in there, but I want to meet with him there ahead of time so that if there's any type of blocking that needs to get put into certain places, anything like that, we can have our framers do that, so when they eventually get there to trim it out, everything's all set for them. And then after that, I'm actually meeting my carpenter, the rough carpenter over there. We've got some punch list items that we need him to do. I made a mistake in giving him the wrong size for our fireplace opening, so I need to have him fix that and a few other things. And I've got a meeting with April, our full-time real estate agent, and she is now somewhat training her to do new construction home sales, and it's more of just having people meet with her and having her get started, and she's doing a good job there, but I need to meet with her and recap one of her last meetings. And then after that, I've got to meet with somebody out at a vacant land property, somebody I met with yesterday. She is wanting to build a pretty nice, decent sized custom home and is wanting to find the right property. So hopefully that'll, looks like I'm buffering here. So how do you handle all of that and get anything done? And you know, one of the things that I'm not doing the best at this right now, but it would be nice to have only certain days of the week that I'm going to meet with people. That way I can have at least 1 or 2 days a week where I can just sit down and do the paperwork that I need, because a lot of my job is, yes, you need to have the initial meetings with people. The more meetings you have, the more real estate sales, the more new home construction sales you're going to get. But at the same time, you've also got follow-up items to do with those. So I had a meeting with somebody last night about building a new home, got all of the information that I need in order to have us get a preliminary plan drawn up and for me to put pricing together. But it's going to take a solid hour for me to get those notes together to send to the draftsman, along with putting pricing together for them. The other person I met with yesterday, I kind of need to do the same thing for. So there's a number of hours that I'm going to need to put into, you know, following up, getting people pricing, doing the things that, now you can pretty much do these from anywhere. I actually prefer working from home to do those items, because when I'm at home, I'm not being disturbed by the hustle and bustle of what is going on at our sales model. We've got, you know, multiple people that work at the sales model. It is open to the general public, so there are people that are stopping in, and all of that ends up taking me away from what I'm doing. And ultimately what I need to do is meet with people and get my follow-up work done. It's very selling new construction homes, meeting with people, getting the follow-up items back to them, meeting with them, getting back to them, and taking them all the way through the steps that they need to be brought through. So that is the main part of the job. That's what I need to focus on. And yes, it is important to see people at the sales model, and I am currently going to be looking for somebody that can do new construction home sales full-time, because right now there's such an influx of people that are in need of building a home and want to build homes with us, that I can't handle everything. And even giving some of these over to April and having her do a few here and there, still there is need for a full-time new construction sales agent that is going to keep the models open on the weekends, can see people there on the weekdays, and can handle, you know, we could probably do an additional 10 to 15 homes, I'm thinking. I mean, there's that many people that are out there that I just don't have the time to, you know, I'm kind of maxed out with what I do, and I'm probably going to be, you know, 25 new construction home sales for this year. And with our new construction home sales, we're a custom builder. So our sales process is a little bit different than if somebody goes into a builder and just picks a floor plan. You know, if somebody goes into a builder where that builder isn't really doing custom and you're just picking floor plans, it is an easier sales process. But for us, you know, both of the people that I met with yesterday are looking to do something completely custom. So there's a lot more time and work that I have to put into it. So basically I have to take all of the notes as to what they're looking for, what they see, what they envision, and then I have to come up with a floor plan and get enough information together so that we can get to the draftsman, and then I have to work on pricing out that custom home as well. There's a lot more that goes into custom home building as opposed to we'll call it a big box builder where you just go in there and pick certain floor plans. So either way, I'll still end up selling 25 new construction homes and obtaining, you know, probably 14 to 15 existing home listing agreements. And those actually I just hand right over to April, and April takes care of everything. So I procure the listing and then April takes over everything from there. The other aspect of what I do, and we'll kind of add to the tally of everything, is, you know, helping people find their property that they're going to build a home on. So I'll probably have 10 to 15 purchases, you know, on the buyer side, submitting offers for buyers. So that's kind of what I've got on my plate for the year. So I can't handle doing any more new construction home sales. So that's why there definitely is a need for somebody to come in here and be able to get an additional 10 to 15, and then I can kind of oversee those. You know, I would have time to then meet with that individual if they've got questions after they meet with a client and kind of help them bring that person all the way through to the finish line. So, but one thing that I do need to do is I got to make sure to plan my days better. What I'm doing right now is I'm just meeting with people, and you have to be flexible in sales too. You know that as a salesperson, if you've got somebody that can only meet on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, that's the only day of the week they can meet. You don't want to, and I'm going on vacation next week, so I don't want to not meet with them for 2 weeks and then risk losing the sale. But at the same time, I do need to have, you know, at least one day a week where I'm not meeting with people, so I can just sit down and do all of that follow-up work. So there's a very, very fine balance in doing that and keeping everything together there, so you can get a lot of things done. And with the way that things are right now and how busy everything is, you have to make sure that you are maximizing every minute of every day. So it's so important to, if you can, schedule your day the night before, you know, the evening before. Write down what you've got to do that next day, and write down the items that you have to get done, those follow-up items that you have to get done. When are you going to do them and get back to people? It's crucial that you do that in order to stay on top of everything. So I'm actually here pulling up to our Parade of Homes model right now, and it's a bumpy road. We're in a new subdivision, new phase here that we're building in the neighborhood, and we've got our Parade of Homes model. Lots of activity out here. It looks like they are out here putting utilities in. We've got the electrician at the home, and my trim carpenter is going to be meeting me here as well. But there's lots of activity going on in the you can see the Parade model in the background there, and a couple of other home builds that we've got going on. Got drywallers drywalling a house. I'll flip the camera around here so you can kind of see our Parade model here. It's a very cool, very different house. So Casey, my beautiful, talented wife, designed this house. Look at those peaks. So that's a 1218 roof pitch, which is crazy steep. It's gonna be primarily white on the exterior, and even like the stone that we're doing, we'll be doing a stone, you know, like a stone belt kind of across the whole front of the house. That's gonna be a lighter a lighter color stone. Well, I guess I'm starting to kind of ramble a bit, but just wanted to talk about what I'm doing. Part of this is just so that I can document this journey for myself and keep track of everything that I'm doing. And I do at some point in the near future kind of want to make that transition into managing our salespeople and allowing us to sell and build more homes. And I still love the entire process. The only thing that I would say is wearing a little bit is just the meetings with people, because you're pretty much on call. Again, if you want to sell a lot of homes, you've got to meet with a lot of people, and that means meeting with them when it works for them, because ultimately you need to be flexible in order to be able to meet with as many people as possible. So I'll keep you updated on what I'm doing. Have a great rest of the day. If you are selling new construction homes or real estate, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I'll keep sharing all of this information that I know. I've been doing this for 10 years. I love this industry, and I'll keep on sharing what I'm doing. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless.